All right, so the book I picked for the book talk is called The Recess Queen. It is a picture book written by Alexis O'Neill, and the illustrator is Laura Haliska Beith. Beth or Beith. It was published in 2002, so it's an old goldie. The intended audience of this book is kindergarten through second grade, so approximately the ages of 4 to 5, all the way to approximately 8 years old. As you can tell, the book itself is about a very mean lady by the name of Janine, who is the recess queen. She bullies everybody at recess, and the illustrated narrative covers the playground lifespan and play pattern of Janine over here, and it also features our heroine, who comes in later to tackle the problem of mean Janine. Since I'm not supposed to tell the ending, although you could probably infer that, what I will say is that Mean Janine is a portrayal of an early 2000s bully, someone who really just needs someone to play with, but because she's so aggressive and mean and uncouth, nobody wants to play with her. In fact, as you can tell, she plays quite roughly. But eventually, a new person comes in who isn't already part of the established social dynamics of this playground, which presumably lacks adult supervision, until a new character enters the classroom and is able to challenge the dominant person in that classroom. And ultimately, I'll leave the ending up to you, but I will hint that it is a happier ending. Personal reaction, this is a wonderful book for younger students. It gives them a little bit of an insight into why someone might be mean on the playground in a way that is appropriate and understandable from their age. Someone who lacks friends can basically kind of lash out. Criticism, I would prefer if this book leaned a little bit more into an aspect of collective action. Instead, it very much emphasizes the power of the individual versus the individual, rather than the power of a group led by an individual against someone who's breaking social rules, which is actually something I've observed and I think is vastly more effective than the narrative portrayed in this book. But it is still very good at portraying acceptable ways we play with our friends and acceptable ways in which we do not play with our friends. In fact, ways that that are not play, but rather verge into territory of being mean or bullying. And it's a very good launch pad to be discussing, when you go outside, here are the expectations, or here's what mean behavior looks like, and here's what bullying can start to look like. So that is my book talk for The Recess Queen. It has won no awards, but I think it is quite effective at introducing kids to playground behavioral dynamics.